Welcome to In Hindsight, where we showcase local New Mexico. We also debate about hot topics and argue the a-hole. I'm your host, Dave.
Siran?
And Dina.
And always, we have Octo and Rito. One of the businesses that we're actually going to showcase today is the oldest standing and still operating restaurant in Route 66. It's called Lindy.
The Linda's Diner.
The Lindy's
Lindy's
Diner.
Diner.
Yeah, because I didn't even know about Route 66. I mean, I heard about it in songs because I'm not born in the States. So I heard about Route 66, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
But I didn't know about the importance, because I guess before highways and stuff, they have the Route 66 and stuff.
Yeah. I think this is about the travel. If you're going to travel here in New Mexico, it's just coming from the Route 66, the casino. And then you go
That's
around,
I-40, yeah.
I-40, and then
That's
here.
Route 66.
Yeah, and then there's this place in Edgewood where there's a piano where you could go and pass it, and there's some songs that goes with it. So I haven't tried it, but I had tried to drive there many, many times every time I go filming, but I haven't seen it. And I've been here 9 years, so
Ah,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I have never heard of that, but I'm going to look for it now.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
that
is.
sounds
It's somewhere
fun.
in Central and that I-40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, their food is really, really good.
Always.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it's they have a pretty good amount, they have a really good amount of choices. They have burgers, they have breakfast. I mean, they have burritos and of course green chili, because this is
Yeah, I
New
think it's
Mexico.
also a decent amount of, how the quantity of it that two people can eat in one.
Yeah,
So-
but I feel that's also an American thing. I just feel
It's been around so long. Sorry
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
interrupt, but I ate pancakes there when I was a little girl.
I know
Yeah,
that's so
I
crazy.
would go to
Yeah.
school, eat pancakes, go to school, and then it was great.
Wow.
It was great. I just marched myself to my little school over there. But
Yeah.
they were they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool to see a business that you grown up with, to see
Right.
as a child,
Yes.
right? To see to see
That is
something.
still there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you don't really see a lot of businesses that stands you know what I mean, the test of time.
Right.
Because you don't really see I mean, there's small businesses and stuff, and you always see franchises and stuff, but to have bring your kids when you were a kid kind of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so cool to think that what were the people that were sitting here, what were they wearing, what were they talking about, what was what was the time back then,
Yeah.
what was the political thing, everything, what was said, in
Right.
in this table at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's I think it's interesting to think of an establishment to still be in the same spot for that.
And we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
We've just been through so much. Everybody has.
Yeah.
And so for them to succeed like that and stay alive,
Yeah.
whew,
And to be to still be known, to still be relevant.
but most of all, best food.
Yeah,
Really
it
good
is.
food.
Yeah, it is. It was
Yeah.
it was really good, because we tried a different variety, because
Yeah.
some had burgers.
I had a burger. I had a mushroom burger, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I think I would go back there and order the same thing.
Yeah, and it's I had some appetizers. It was really good. Because I ordered a couple of stuff for the table, and
Yeah, you got the sampler, and
Yeah.
we were able to taste it.
Every-
Everything.
yeah, and
I
it-
even love the fries.
Yeah.
Did you like the
And I
french
think,
fries?
I wasn't able to go that day.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
wasn't there, but
Yes.
like I said, I'd go back for pancakes for sure.
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
you can't beat pancakes.
No.
Yeah.
I feel if you can't even serve a decent pancakes, get out of here.
Yes, but
Get
you know
out.
what? They're not alive because they have awful food, right?
Yeah.
So it must still be delicious as
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, you really can, because I feel if people are spending money to be in your establishment, you know what I mean? Because people are really tight when it comes to
Yes.
you know what I mean? Because if I can, it's not even about if I can make it in my house, kind of, because people are busy now.
Right.
It's if I can get this at McDonald's, I'm just gonna spend it in McDonald's, kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not that McDonald's are cheap now. When I tell my nephews now, it's just I feel like such an old person. I was when I tell them, it's like, there used to be a dollar menu, you know? And they're just like, look at me like, Tita, you're crazy. And it's like, no, there used to be a dollar menu. Like, stop looking at me like I'm insane. There used to be like a dollar menu, you know? It's like, there is.
And
Like,
a
you can-
Happy Meal was $2
Yeah.
or something
Well,
like that.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I was in McDonald's last week, and a hash brown costs $2.19 each, and I have to buy 3 for my kid.
Wow.
You have a big kid.
$6. What was that? $7 for 3 hash browns?
Yeah.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Call me. I'll make you some hash browns. I'm always
The
kicking.
end. Hash brown today.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's just like I said, it's just like a lot. I do like the fact that like, especially like living in Albuquerque, there's so many like local businesses here. Not to like, not to like say that like franchises are not good. It's always nice to have like franchises because like, when I go to Tokyo, I did went to McDonald's. I mean, I did went to Popeyes when I went to like Korea because they do have like weird things that they offer there that they
And
don't
sometimes
have
it's
here.
better, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Really?
also
Yes.
interesting. Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah, because
Yes.
like they would offer like a different twist or like different spices like on their chicken or like a different bun. It's like because like I think I remember like my friends in like Singapore or like in the Philippines, they would have like an ube flavored like type ice cream, which is like the purple yam that they don't offer here because like it's a different like
Country,
culture and
yeah.
it's a different country and it's also like readily available there, because it's in Asia and they have it there. And I'm like, why don't they have it here? I want it here. So, it's like, it's a different, and I remember in Japan, they have like the black sesame bun
Yeah.
Oh,
in like
yes.
Burger King.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So they have like their own little kind of twist. Because like the thing about, I'm not knocking on franchise because like it doesn't matter where you go. A McDonald's is going to taste a McDonald's. Doesn't
Right.
matter in the world, right?
Yeah.
But I think that I love about like local businesses is that, like this burrito tastes completely different from like the burrito that's like 2 blocks down.
Yes,
You know what I
correct.
mean?
Everybody's got a unique taste.
Yeah, and it's
a
like-
unique flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And you were talking about Japan. When I was there, I really loved their burger that's made of rice. The bun.
Yeah, the
instead
bun
of-
is like made of rice.
made
yeah.
of rice. So it's a rice and a patty and then rice, and it's really really good. I
Yeah.
think my sister came and then she said, "I want to taste that one." So we have to go and find it, but we have to take a train to go there because it's not always available. But
Right.
that's one of the best thing that if you go to other countries, they have different ways of presenting food.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just like I said, it's like in New Mexico, like green chili is king.
Yes.
Well, Christmas sauce is
Christmas,
king.
Yes.
yes.
That's why I always tell my friends, it's just like, if they ask you about Christmas sauce, because like the first time I was asked Christmas sauce, and I'm like, but it's July. What do you mean Christmas sauce? And they're like,
Yeah.
green or red chili, and I'm like, what does it mean? What does it mean? It's just like, just tell them if you want red or green chili. So I tell my friends.
Yeah.
So, because like I said, it's just like green and red chili could change restaurant to restaurant.
Right.
Because people are just like, oh, it's the same. Red and like, no. No.
I always
no.
say green.
Yeah.
I'm a green chili fan.
And, yeah, no. I do different ones because like I
Me
said, it's
too.
just like, you don't know because sometimes I'll think like, oh, green chili's got to be the hottest. And then I go somewhere where they have red chili and I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong. I got it wrong. I guess I'm not safe in some red chili. So,
Yeah.
And then sometimes I think like I'm safe in red chili and then I get,
It's
and
very
vice
spicy.
versa. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, what was I thinking? You know?
Yeah.
But either way, they're good. And I
It's
love
the luck
it.
of the draw.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what you're going to get really because they had green chili season just passed, right? Or is like at the end of it. And so I always package my chili and get it ready and you never know. It says medium hot and it's hot.
Yeah.
So you don't ever know. It's like
You
a
always have to
Yeah.
tell them if you're like medium, mild, or
Now, what
hot.
you do is,
Yeah.
what they do is, usually if you go to a good roaster, and usually it's the farmer markets, right? And they roast it, and they'll give you a tortilla to put it in,
Yeah.
and have a
I've seen
sample, so that you know what you're getting. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like it's always interesting to me because like you can tell it's like harvest season because like my Facebook and Instagram is like my algorithm is just like, oh, it's harvest season, and then banners everywhere. You know, just like get your peppers here, get your peppers here. Like, you know, we're harvesting here, we're
Yes.
harvesting here.
Yes.
And I was like, where do you get them?
I think now that this green chili is already gone, it will be the ristra, right?
The ristra, yes.
Yeah, you have to make your own ristra out of those green chili.
Ah,
No, it's a red chili
It's a
ristra.
red chili pie. Yeah, and then what you do, well, there's always tricks to the trade, but I won't go there because it's too long.
yeah. No, I think it's like because like the first time I've ever seen, because like the first time I've seen those like red, like road,
Ristra.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
ristra.
Because like I saw like when we first moved here, we moved to an apartment, and then we saw them in like somebody's store, and I was like, what is that? Because like I'm Asian, so like I've seen like the onions and the garlic and stuff, but I've never seen them in like pepper form.
Yes.
And I saw it, and I was like, what is that? What is it? What does it mean? And my husband's like, oh no, she discovered something new. You know, I was like, what is it? I want to know. Why is it like that? Like, what is, like, where did you get it? Like, you know, that kind of thing. And that's when I learned that's like, it's like a New Mexico thing. And I think it's
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, that's like the
Yeah,
coolest
if
thing
you
ever.
want to see something that's like really, really long, that would be in El Pinto.
Oh,
Yeah, we were filming there, and they were trying to change an old ristra to a new ristra. But what fascinates me is how long it is. And I said, that's how much money did they put in it? Because you know, a small ristra is like $45. You know, if you make it your own. So if you're gonna have so long, like as from from ceiling till down, it's just like a lot of money. You know, and a lot of peppers.
It is a lot
Yeah,
of peppers, but I'll tell you honestly, it's so good when it dries out. And there's a way to make it, you know, to soften it back up. And it's always delicious. That's what gives you the heat. And then, you know, of course, a little bit of love. Every time. If you
Yeah.
don't make it with love, it's going to not be good. It will never be good, ever.
There was one time that I used that as a present for Christmas.
Did
I have
you?
to submit it. I have to like send it to other states, like and I don't know what happened, but I think some got broken, so they just have to make it as like a spice instead of a decoration.
Yeah.
Because I was just excited to share them. What do we have here in New Mexico?
Yeah.
Instead of sending a pinon coffee, then I have to
Yeah.
submit a ristra.
yeah.
I have to like
Pinon
send it.
coffee's good.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even know what pinon was till like I moved here to New Mexico. I was like, what is
Really?
pinon? Like, I've never heard of this thing. I was like, that's
Well, you go to the mountains and you find a pine tree, and usually under the pine tree, the piñons fall, and you pick them, and then you decide. I've done that. I picked piñon and learned long ago.
So pinon comes from pine tree. Oh, okay.
Piñon tree back out there, but it's delicious, and you can go anywhere in the mountains here.
That's what I want to do,
And
like
find
a
it.
pinon picking,
Yeah.
you know?
when is the season for pinon?
Well, I really don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know because it just depends on their season, the piñon tree season, because it goes in sections. Sometimes years, sometimes just depends on what section you're picking from.
Oh, interesting. And since this is our last episode for Halloween, and our hot topic today is Halloween candy, because I think like this is controversial, because like I said, it's like I didn't grow up here, and then when I moved to the States, it was like in the late 90s. It was like in 98, 99.
Okay.
So that's when I learned about like Halloween, because we kind of celebrate more like Day of the Dead, like in Mexico kind of type thing. We go to the cemeteries, that kind of
Yes.
thing, and we
Like November 2nd.
Yeah.
I think that's so
first and
beautiful.
second.
yeah. So like the first time that I went trick or treating with my little sister, she was like 4. I thought it was fun. That's when I learned like you can dress up and that kind of thing. So like people have like a big debate like about like candy corn. I mean, I think it is like, I'm not a big fan of it. And then I have just learned about like harvest corn. I've never, like my husband was trying to find harvest corn in the grocery store the other day, but I didn't see it. But he said it's like a different color, but it's kind of like candy corn. Some people said it's better than candy corn, but then he said it's kind of like the same as candy corn.
Is it because it just has different shapes like pumpkins
yeah.
and all that other
I've
stuff?
seen that.
I think I've seen a bag called harvest corn, but it might not be the same.
Yeah.
But it's made just the same as candy corn. It's
But
just
it's
got
in
the
a-
pumpkins
the pumpkin,
and like
yeah.
little cats and stuff in it. Same ingredients, just a different shape.
Different shape, yeah. I think I've seen that too.
Yeah. And I think also like now there's like, you know how like there's always like, because like we were watching like a couple of episodes of our like favorite show, like Bob's Burgers, of like the Halloween episodes, of like, and there's always this joke of like the Halloween episodes of like, you know, you're like in an affluent area when they give you like, you know, regular size candy, right?
Oh,
you
yes.
know,
Yes.
you know, you're like in a rich neighborhood when they give you like regular size candy instead of like the miniature size candy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I didn't really get that joke because like I never really went to like, because like when I went with my little sister, we never got like regular size candy. I mean, we got regular size candy from like family, like my aunt, you know, or my
Yeah,
mom,
yeah.
or like we buy some. But I don't think we've ever gotten like regular size candy for Halloween.
Yeah.
So like whenever I see like, you know, that joke on TV shows, I never got it because I was like, well, I'd never seen it in my life,
Right.
right? So because like even when I was living in New York, well, we didn't have kids, so like we never, because like there's a couple of like areas in New York where they go all out, like they you know, they close some blocks and like they decorate and everything. But I don't know. I don't know because like, I didn't have any kids, right? So like the idea of like, you know, you're so rich that you give like regular size candy instead of like miniature size candy,
Yeah.
right? So like, have you guys ever given like,
Yes.
I think I did, yeah, because
Yeah.
I was in a military family, so they always have those candies, but it will always say, just take one. So all I get was a M&M peanut. You know, that's the only one I get. But
Yeah.
if there's 5 of you, then you can get one each, you know.
yeah,
And no, we've always gone with the big candy. I just think it's cheating. All that work, trick-or-treating and carrying your little bag, here, take some candy. But that's just me. You know, I used to do the little gift bags, and then all of a sudden, you know, with all the drama with candy and apples and all the stuff, I decided, okay, the big bars is where we're at, and M&Ms, you know, M&M peanuts.
Yes.
Careful even asking.
Yeah.
Are you allergic? Because can't give it to you if you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But have had a lot of fun with it, and it's mostly they had to go through the haunted house before they could get the big candy. You know.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think this is our 3rd year in our house, and like where we live is like a place for kids.
Yeah.
So like we live in a subdivision in the west side, so like we do get a pretty good amount of kids, and we've been buying like the miniature ones in Costco. So
I was just gonna.
yeah. So like, but like we usually like have like big bowls of it, and like usually like when we have kids, they're pretty good kids, and they'll just be like, you know, they'll get like a handful, and I'm the one who's just like, get more. And they'll be like, I'm like, are you sure? Or they're just like hesitant, you know, like, no, get more candy.
Cute.
Yeah.
You see them and they're so cute. Like I saw a little
Yes.
Buzz Lightyear and a Woody last year, and they're this tiny twins, right? I couldn't help it. Just take the whole bowl, just to keep talking.
Yes.
So cute.
Yeah, so that's why I told my husband, I was like, this year, should we get like, you know, regular size candy? You know, just like, should we do that? Like, you know, we're trying to figure out like, should we not do miniatures? Like, you know, should we do like regulars? Because we were trying to figure out like, because I love it when like Halloween falls on like a different day, like on a weekend. Because as much as I love Halloween, because I love going to parties, because we're gonna do a Halloween party, but like I love it when I get to like give out candy and have like a different day for like a party,
Yeah.
because it's like, you know, it's just fun that way. So like I feel like I have 2 different Halloween. 'Cause, like,
You're lucky.
Yeah.
I love that.
yeah. So I think Halloween is like on a Tuesday this year.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
I'm gonna have like a Halloween party on a Saturday and then like see like the little kids. Because like I said, it's like my neighborhood does have like.
Have you started planning?
Yeah.
I mean, my house is like half decorated already.
Okay,
I mean, my outside house has been decorated since September 1st. Because like I told my husband, like the kids are gonna know this is a Halloween house, and also like where my house is the turn to go to the school.
Okay.
So like the school is only like not even like 5 blocks away.
Wow.
So like my house is like literally on the way to where the schools are, and the schools are like right next to each other. So there's no way they're not gonna know that like my house. Because like the thing also is like my house kind of like turns to the road. So sometimes kids don't turn to my house. It's kind of like in that corner, and I'm just like, no, this year they're gonna know that my house is a Halloween house. Like you
Get
know,
like a Beetlejuice. It's like, here.
yeah. So like I have like a spider web thing like right where my front door is with like big spiders and tiny spiders.
Right.
You can tell from the road that like it's a Halloween house. But like I told my husband, like every year it's gonna get added more and more stuff.
Oh,
Like they're
wow.
gonna know it's like a Halloween house.
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
I just think it's fun. I make it fun. I have kids they're scared of everything. It's like I put up a little thing. I found this little toy, this little girl. She's on a bike. And you just start her up and she's like, where are you going? I just want to play. She got button eyes and she's red, flashing red. And I scared everybody in the house. But I did it on purpose. It was fun, I have to say. But they didn't like it too much.
Well, that's the thing is like I saw like this dragon that like breathes fire
Oh.
in like Home Depot, and I wanted it so badly because like it's like heavy, so it's not gonna be blown away by the wind because you know
Right.
how windy it gets, especially on the west side.
Yeah.
But I told my husband, I was like, but the little kids, I'm gonna scare them. Because we do get a lot of like little kids where like their parents, because like we have a pretty long, not long, but like a good enough driveway that like they have to like walk in front of my house. And then sometimes the parents like, go, you can go. You know, the parents would like ring the doorbell and the kids were like, I don't know. You know?
You know, yeah. There's also this bowl that, when you take candy, it will just like hold you like this. That really still scares me.
Oh,
It
the bowl it grabs?
Yeah, it grabs your hand when you kind of like get some candy. And I think I got traumatized with that because when I got some candy, I wasn't looking, and then it grabbed my hand. I was like, oh my gosh, it's cold. So it looks real, and it was like very dark. So I would never get any more candy in a bowl.
Yeah. And that's what I told my husband is like, I'm trying to like not scare like the little kids. Because I'm just like, well, I want all the kids to come to our house. Because like the older kids are going to be okay with it. But the little kids, they're like the little toddlers.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I don't know, mommy. Like they're just like, like they're like halfway and they're like, I don't know. Like the ones that are just like starting to do trick or treating.
Secretly, for me, I just want to be the best house on the block. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
Okay, I run, I do all kinds of extra. I just compete all the time.
Yes.
And so, I want to be the best block. I want to be the scariest. I want to give the best candy, and it's just fun.
Well, the thing is, like, that, like, our neighborhood are into it because, like, just in my block,
Oh, you're so lucky.
all the houses are decorated.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, like, each
You're so lucky.
Yeah. So, like, our neighborhood, because I walk my dog. I mean, mind you, I only have my dog for, like, not even a week and a half
Do you
yet.
dress the puppy?
I'm trying to figure out, because I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to dress Sergio this year. Because me and my husband usually, like, kind of coordinate my husband doesn't really like it, but he doesn't have a choice. So now I'm trying to figure out, like, well, where am I going to dress Sergio this year? He's got to, like, coordinate with all our outfits. Because he's a pretty friendly dog. He doesn't, like, he likes everybody.
Right.
I think he's a shepherd lab mix. So
he's pretty tall.
yeah, he's pretty big. He's like about 80 pounds already, but I think he needs to be fattened up a little bit. I think he's kind of like in the not skinny side, but he still needs to get fattened up. So like he's a pretty good dog. So I think he's gonna like that. He's not a guard dog at all.
No.
We're joking now. There's just like we're gonna have like our house raided, and it's gonna be like hi, Hi, do you want to see the rest of the house?
That's a good guard dog. That is, because he's bugging, and now he's like, he's not mean. He's
you
not
want to come
scary.
upstairs? You want to come upstairs? We have stuff upstairs. You know.
Or you said, did you bring some chicken?
Yeah. So it's just like he's not at all like guarding anything.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. So no, but like our block like is like every single house is decorated. Like our whole neighborhood gets into it.
Really?
So are you
Yeah.
ready that the news will feature your house?
No,
Do they feature houses on?
Sometimes
On
they
Halloween?
do, and then they, your house is gonna be in social media.
No, my house is not even decorated like my neighbors do. Like my neighbors are like mine is like not even like as decorated as some of my neighbors.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, well, the thing is like I'm not tall enough to
Yeah.
like decorate some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, also like I do more because like I'm also like I don't want to scare kids and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And also like I do the spider web stuff, but I don't put it on trees and stuff because like I don't want to like birds to get caught in it and everything.
Yes.
Yes, I don't like that either.
But
But
there's
I
a
will
way.
put web inside.
There's a way that you can do it. It's just like use some lights that's like, those surround lights that does Halloween, and then just turn it on.
That's what my neighbor has. It's like they
Yeah.
have the lights thing. But like
Yeah.
I'm thinking like next year because like we have like an upstairs thing. I've seen a thing where like you can show the thing from the upstairs and have
Yeah.
a projection. That
It's a
kind of
project-
thing.
yeah.
It's a projection light.
So like
I think those are cool.
I thought I have one of those, and I couldn't find it. I think I have the Christmas, but I don't have
I think
the Halloween.
I mean, they probably like sells out around this time, and then eventually they'll go on sale.
It's like
Yes.
everything's getting a little bit less everywhere.
Yeah.
I
I'm
used
sure
to
I
remember
have
going
it.
in the store
Yeah.
and finding so much, and now it's just like a little block
Yeah.
in the store. But I guess we could do it online. I just like to see it in person because I don't want to get it.
Yeah,
this
I know I
tiny.
have one because the reason why I bought it is because I like the sounds, like when they go to your house and there's like sounds, you just turn it on and it will scare people. But it's very cool.
On my like, cause like on my, I have like a kind of like a table on my side where my stairs is. I have like a Disney like scene of like a haunted house and like the little cemetery thing.
Right.
And the house like do the sound and like lights.
Right.
And it has like the and then it's like thunder and stuff. Whenever I turn it on, my dog's like, "What's happening? What's happening? Why is it making that sound?" So like I try not to turn it on too much. And it's also like in battery, so I'm like I don't want to kill the battery. But yeah, so it's just like I know I'm trying to like because like I can't decorate too much because it's hanging and he's tall. Like when he gets up, he can like hit them. So he's like toys, So it's like no, Sergio, leave my stuff alone. It's not a toy. Because he doesn't like balls or like toys really,
He doesn't.
but he's a curious dog. So like because he can go to my counter, so he thinks everything is food. So is this food? Is this food?
Yeah.
Is this food? And I'm like, it's not food. Stop thinking it's food. Stop trashing my stuff. It's not everything is food.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, I'm just so excited about Halloween.
Oh, me
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I think it's like to me, it's like Christmas and then Halloween.
And then I got like my little guys are okay. So I have 3 boys who want to be. They're my grandchildren, and they want to be the Ninja Turtles. And then I
wow.
have one little girl. She's going to be Mikey. So there's like all 4 of them. She wants to be Mikey, so I'm taking them as a group,
group.
Oh.
and have that done. And I think I'm going to be the rat. I forgot his name, but I'm the rat guy,
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll be carrying.
Because like
my
it's
little-
not because I'm like Shredder is the bad guy.
Is it Shredder?
No, Shredder is the bad guy.
Okay.
So like I'm trying to like why can't I remember?
I
this
can't
last
remember
name?
his name.
Yeah.
I know all the Ninja Turtles, but not him.
Yeah.
But that's who I'm gonna. Who?
Splinter. Yeah.
That's who I'm gonna be.
I think it'll be so cute. That's a cute theme too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I-
do a theme every year. Every year we do a theme of some sort, and so
So now we're gonna go and talk about some drama for Halloween, and it starts. Am I the a-hole for wanting to speak to a kid's parents over taking my Halloween candy / bowl? So, I have a house divided on this. I, 31 male, love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love giving candy. I love recovering candy. My neighborhood is in a low traffic area. We only get about 10 trick-or-treaters a year. So instead of partaking at my house, we go to my parents' house and have a party. I'm able to give candy to a high traffic area and take my toddler to a few houses. So at my house, we leave a big bowl of candy in front of the door camera and a note that says something like, strike a pose so we can see your costume and take a handful of candy. I'm sure you can see where this is going. At 5 o'clock on the dot, a teen about 14 took all of the candy in the bowl. I can't tell much from the view, but it looks like he was chaperoning 2 elementary kids. I called my neighbors who saw it happen, and they got the bowl back for me. They said they gave the teen an earful, and when confronted, he lied about having the bowl. Those same neighbors have an elementary school kid who knows where the teen lives. I plan to get that information and go knock on the door and talk to the family of the culprit. This is when I might be the a-hole. My family said it's not worth it to confront someone over $10 of candy in a $3 bowl. But I think they should know their kid took advantage of my generosity and ruined it for the other trick-or-treaters that came to my porch because their light was on. It's the principle of the matter. Is this the wrong hill to die on? Side note, we discovered that the kid came by at 4:55 alone and took 1 piece. Came back at 5 and took all the candy in the bowl. Update, I called my neighbors who saw it happen and they get the bowl back from me. They said they gave the teen an earful and when confronted, he lied about having the bowl. Where was I? I went to the house my kid neighbor said was the teen's house. A lady answered the door. I started by asking if the screenshot I had was her son. She asked what this was about. Her tone told me that that was her son. I told her that her son took all the candy and the bowl off my porch yesterday. She asked if I was sure it was her son. I told her I had a video of him taking my things. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry," very monotone. Then we just stared at each other for 5 to 10 seconds.
Oh, God.
Then I said, if it was my son doing that, I would want to know. I'm leaving now. She apologized twice as I walk away. She called for her son as soon as she closed the door. She also didn't ask how I found her house, which I think is a red flag too. So I have no idea if the slight wrong will be righted. I hope he is getting a talking to. Like I said in a comment earlier, kids are allowed to make mistakes. I just hope he learns from this one. This is the thing. It's like I'm not a parent,
Yeah.
but like I have nephews and goddaughters. Like, you know, it's like so. Like, I mean, my nephews were here over the summer, and discipline is different when they're not, you know, your kids.
Right.
Because I'm still like the cool tita. You know what I mean?
And I'm cool too. You
Yeah.
know,
It's one of those things where they tell you it's just like, you know, you can't like parent a parent or like you can't parent somebody else's kids kind of thing, right?
pretty much.
Yeah.
If I am the parent of that kid, I would like to know. I would like to discipline my kid. But of course, some parents wouldn't like that. They don't like the confrontation. So, you know, if you're an asshole, an a-hole, then I think, you know, you have said what you need to say. So I think it's okay. That's for me.
Oh, God. Okay, so first of all, I think the parent did after she thought about it. It's just dangerous nowadays to confront people about things because they get so upset.
Yep.
You don't know what their reactions are going to be. I would have just written her a note, put it on her door, and I know that any parent, you know, good or bad, whatever it is, they'll talk to their kid. They talk to their children, and it may not be the way we want, but this is not our lives. It's theirs.
Yeah.
But they will deal with it their own way. That's what I've experienced, you know, and it's sad that he did that, or she did that, the 14-year-old. I mean, the tape was there. She tried to be nice, but her family member said, you got to be careful because you don't know, is it worth $10 and $3 for a bowl? But I'm glad her neighbor got her bowl back. But I hope she feels better.
Yeah. I think it's just like, I think it's like annoying when like other people ruins it for other people.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But it's also hard because like he's also like the kid is also 14, right? So I think like there were a couple instances because like my nephews are 13 and 10. Well, the 13-year-old turned 14 now. Because like my husband is actually a lot more harsher with punishment than I do. Like he's all like, he's like guns a blazing. He's like, like consequences. You know
You're
what I
going to
mean?
be pulling weeds for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's more like he's like, he's all like ready for like, consequences,
Yeah.
actions of consequences. Which is like I'm all about that. Actions do have consequences, but like let's like let's deliberate on it and like figure out like what are punishments. Because also like if the punishments also affects me, because one of the punishments was like because we were gonna go to Meow Wolf, right?
Oh, see?
And it's one of those things where like you're just like, well, we're not going to Meow Wolf. I'm like, wait. I also want to go to Meow Wolf. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, why am I getting punished?
How did I get grounded here?
You know what I mean? Like what did I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's calm down a little bit. You know what I mean? It's because like it's one of those things too that like it's also hard because like I already told them that we're going, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, it's a hole in the wall. It's big. I'm not really fixing it. My husband is fixing it. So I mean I can see why he's mad about it. But it's not like our house crumble. You know what I mean? It's not like the foundation broke. It's a hole. Things happen. They're kids. You know what I mean? I mean, is it big enough that like warranted for them to miss this experience? So like my thing was just like, well, you guys made a hole. Now I'm gonna take away some of your Christmas money because it costs money to get it
That's
fixed.
the consequence right there.
That's a consequence, right? Like my husband is just like, no, take away Christmas money and take away. And I'm like, calm down, mister. Like you're just like already, like like I get it. Like I'm all about punishment too. Like I'm not saying that I'm not.
Take a breath. Go find
yeah.
your chi.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, it's okay. Like we'll figure it out. It's like I do believe that like you have to let them know that like actions do have consequences.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't, then then they think that
okay.
yeah, that it is okay because like I said, it's like they are also kids. Because if they think they can do it to you, then they can do it to other people. Because like if they think like, well, if I can do this to my parents who's adult, then I can do this to my friends, I can do this to strangers. It's one of those things.
I found his perfect excuse. He did not want to take his brother and sister or whoever trick-or-treating, so he went, grabbed the bowl, filled their cans up, and said, let's go home now. You got your candy. Do you think maybe he did that?
Yeah.
Maybe he has to do some games.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he just didn't want to take him trick-or-treating, so he took the candy.
And also like, I
Without
mean,
even thinking that it's not good.
Right. There was no thought process in that
Yeah.
one.
yeah. And also like if you, I mean, let's all face it. I mean, we're all adults. I mean, is it sometimes it's nice to just like not do the right thing and just go for the easy route? Yes. Like I'm an adult and like sometimes I want to do that. Like if I am presented with a bowl of a free candy, you know what I mean?
I might do that too if
I
it's
might
chocolate.
do that too. You know what I mean? Like the idea of a big bowl of a free candy that's like right across the street from me.
Right.
I mean, like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, in their little, I mean, also, like, their thought process is also not developed. They're still 14. And that's why it's really hard. Like, when I have to
Right.
talk to my husband, because I'm just like, dude, at the end of the day, they're still children. You know what I mean? I'm not dealing with like a 23-year-old. You know what I mean? Their brains and wires are still not completely crossed. You know what I mean? Like,
Smart enough.
yeah.
I'm only laughing because I do the same thing with my husband. It's crazy.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm like, it's just candy. Like, it's not like we're trying to save the world. You know what I mean? Like, you think about it, like, yes, consequences are important. But like his family said too, it's like, it's $10,
Right.
right? But like, I think like also as a parent, I don't want my kids to be delinquents. Because it's the little things that they do, right? They think like, if I can get away with this little thing and I can get away with this little things, those things do add up. I'm not saying that like my kids can be rebellious. They should be allowed to, because like then you don't know where your boundaries are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the kids that don't know where their boundaries are, those are the ones that go crazy in college and then, do crazy things because they don't know. They never experienced doing crazy stuff
Right.
that they don't realize that, like, yeah, dude, like, that's way too crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because, like, they don't know. They've never deal with that before.
Right.
And that's what they are. That's what children do, is cross your boundaries because they're children.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know anything better.
No.
And I think that's why, like, it's hard to be an adult.
Are you
know?
kidding me? Of course it is. And to be a parent on top of being an adult,
Yeah. That's why I tell my sister, like,
it's the worst thing
Yeah.
in the world.
she's
Just
just
kidding.
like, no, I understand. So I told my sister, I'm like, listen, you are a great mom. You're an amazing
Yes.
mom. And I tell her that. I'm just like don't let anyone or anything or even your own stupid brain tell you that you're not doing a good job.
Oh, that's
I told
so
her, I
good.
was like, the fact that your kids were like missing you when they were here, they were telling me that, like, oh, you know what, Nanay would like these things, I wish Nanay would here, Tate would be here, they would like this stuff. You know what I mean? Like the fact that like your kids like spending time with you guys, like traveling with you guys at that age, at like 13.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're not gonna admit it, they're teenagers.
They only got like 2 years left
Yeah.
of any hanging out
Yeah.
kind of thing. After that, it's, you're lucky to get a couple days, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just like, I told her, it's just like, don't let your stupid little brain tell you you're not a good mom. You're a great mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, just it'll pass. I mean, your kid is a teenager. He's probably going to shout at you more than you think, so.
Where's the darn book? Wait. Open up the laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
YouTube it.
Yeah. And that's what I told her. It's just like, I mean,
Right.
it's not your fault that you decided you want your kids to actually be individuals.
Right.
Like they could be a robot if that's what you wanted them to be, but you decided like you wanted to be their own person.
Right.
It's like that's a good, like, you're doing a great job. So for all the moms out there, you guys are doing a great job. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Yes.
So, and that's our show for this week. And any businesses, local or anybody, and you would like to be featured or you would like to sponsor the show, please contact us through our social media or email. And we will see you guys next week.